Hey, welcome to day 5067. Bitcoin it reached the 65,000 mark. Cool, that's great, right? That was what we were expecting yesterday. We weren't sure whether or not we would be able to break through that or if we would just, break the uptrend and head downwards. That's what I have drawn out over here, with what we had over here. Ignore this trade. Nothing, nothing to see there. Let me go to the 1 hour chart just to analyze this a little better. So we reached a low of, what is this, 62,648. I was ready to say it's so over unless this got broken, which it did, and I entered a trade on my main account, which it gave us a new uptrend, right? And that's where we're currently at right now. We reached a maximum of 65,825. We did not reach the next support level, the next resistance level at 67,000, unfortunately. But hey, we have a correction here and we're on our way up. The only thing that really matters today is the question in the 1 day chart. Can we close above this candle? Well, this is showing at a different time frame. It's already showing that, yes, we did close above the 65,000 mark. But will we be able to maintain that is the bigger question. So that's what we're here waiting to see today. If we do, then, I'm seeing something spicy cooking over here. If I put a stop like right there, put a profit like right there, because, this is the new zone technically. If we are able to maintain this, stop losses outside of the uptrend, right? So obviously this would have to be broken. We'd have to start heading downwards for this to hit my stop loss. I would prefer for this to, something like that would have been more ideal, but I would have had to enter that a lot earlier, so that's not the case here. I will be using, however, the 65,000 as my little refuge, right? It would have to break under that, which it has already done so. We're still forming a bit of the Bitcoin stance in that kind of area, so we still have to wait. But I'm kind of eyeing something like this. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to enter this now. What do we have here? We're above 1K already with this little DCA strat that we're doing. But like I said, we're not selling till 70,000. Still going to hold on to that. And we don't get charged any funding fees on this, weirdly enough. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, not 20x. Why did I have 20x there? Well, maybe I will need it. Depends. So if I just copy basically what I have here, my stop loss would have to be 64,501.33. Regardless of what the price is, I have to risk $100. My equity of the account. Okay, I'm going to just reduce this just to try to get a more precise entry. So 102, that's fair enough to risk. That's precisely 1% of my current balance. Well, 103, doesn't matter. So we'll risk that amount. And let me just remove the take profit for now. So what I'll do from here is modify this. I will be using, not this one, sorry. I have to modify this first to our average open price, which does not copy or paste. 65, 190, 14. I also did not get my Excel spreadsheet open. Anyways, as I was saying, we're only going to be using a 1 to 2 risk reward for this one, because I feel more comfortable doing it like that if I'm just basing my entries off of price action. So we'd have to reach a target of 66,567, which is absolutely doable if this bull run does continue. The candle's already continuing to be green, so I'm hoping we get a lot of green to continue our trend upwards. If not, let it go downwards. Let's risk that 100. That's the whole point of trading. So we'll put that there. And let's see how that one goes. That's our active trade for Bitcoin. And, well, yeah, like I said, I'm happy with this little DCA stuff that I did at the 50,000 somethings. And like I said, once this goes above 60,000, we'll be super green, and we have been for the past while now. And, till the point that we've reached 1,000. It's going to be a lot more, right? We're getting 449. Let me calculate this actually for you. So 449 plus, let me see, 367 plus this one, 301 plus I think I did that. 333 and 270. So that's 1,720. Oh, really? Just $720 more. Well, wait, what am I at? 1,100 right now. Okay, so 600 more dollars if we wait until 70,000. Is that really worth it? Probably, yeah. I kind of want to keep these forever and let it ride out for the whole bull run, right? Just to see how much it can increase. But I'm probably gonna sell a bit early. I don't know. Just until I recover at least what I lost from the other normal trading. Because September, admittedly, is not a good month for me specifically, though. For if you guys just bought and held and did fine, things would turn around. Matter of fact, if I do sell now, I think, hang on, let me show my Excel. I did not have that open, so let me open it. Boom. This is the last trade we did here. We're down 8%, okay. Our drawdown from the beginning of the month, we were down 1,159. And if I sell right now, I get 1,100, which would cover for this 900 thing. That would put me in positive for the month of September. So I could flip this around and go positive. But I'll just leave it there for historical data as well, because this is all based off of trading. And like I said, I already had the 70,000 mark as my area of where I will be selling these if it does reach that. I'm pretty sure that it will, and then it will just break through and continue going up from there, because we'll be in October by then, hopefully. Maybe new all-time highs by then. We'll have to wait and see, though. Not sure. At this moment, yes, I'm happy that we did get a breakout from this little downtrend, and what I projected earlier was by September 30th to be at 56,000. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a thing anymore, because this downtrend go bye-bye now. So we have this to worry about, and love to draw something that would connect these two. Probably draw something like this from this area till here, just to keep that little thing going on. If this one breaks, we'll still have this one to cover for us. If not, then sure, we can drop. And I kind of was hoping we did drop, so I could load up more. I've already set up all my positions on my main account with orders ready, although I'm kind of scared that it might be too late. But I also don't want to FOMO in, especially at this time. Still very uncertain. There's still a couple bad stuff that can happen to the market, but overall, things are good. I haven't really found any articles talking about this, but the reason why we are actually up is because of course, the rate cut, which was a good thing for U.S. Money coming into the market. But it's also good because, well, China is giving, their banks stimulus, more money to boost the economy pretty much. Where's that money going to go? Well, people will have more money to do whatever they want. They've also done some rate cuts as well, trying to boost the economy that way. So China's economy right now is doing really good. There's like a lot of stocks from China. Their indices, like Alibaba as well, another stock, is going up a lot. So yeah, good for China, I guess. And of course, Xi Jinping is pro-crypto now. It seems like he's unbanned a lot of previously banned stuff that was done for whatever reason. But sure, it's probably convinced by Vladimir Putin to do that. But yeah, good news is China is also getting involved. They do have a lot of Bitcoin as well, so I wouldn't blame them. And yep, so that's what we have. That's the reason why everything's going up. China and USA, more money bringing into the market, I guess. Okay, so yeah, nothing much else to talk about here in terms of Bitcoin. I want to talk about some other news. Ooh, I have an update. I'll update later. So here's what happened is, well, here's what's happening. I didn't find an article on this either, but Israel striked Lebanon. They killed a Hezbollah leader that was in charge of sending the missiles or something like that. He's bye-bye now. And the United States also gave Israel $8.7 billion as a military aid package to boost their defense systems. Sure. Joe Biden also is meeting today. Well, he already met with Vladimir Zelensky. We're talking about Middle East stuff and also Eastern Europe stuff going on in the world, possible wars. Um, kind of, although that it's not good for them if they can get if they would have a war, especially during this time, sensitive time, because of the upcoming elections that will be soon. So I don't know why this one's in Spanish, but I translated it anyway, so I don't stutter too much. I'm stuttering a lot. I'm sorry. So Joe Biden says Russia will not win the war against Ukraine. U.S. President Joe Biden vowed that Russia will not win the war against Ukraine, as he mentioned on Thursday during a visit by Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky to the White House. Thursday is today. Why did they say that? Anyways, Biden announced an increase in security assistance without mentioning the authorization that Kyiv expects to fire long-range missiles made in the United States against Russian territory. If that happens, Russia, of course, will respond nuclearly, which will be awesome. But yeah, it seems like they're giving the money away, the Biden-Harris administration, to help Ukraine and to help Israel, pretty much. Not sure how that would really benefit the United States itself, especially because their economy is clearly not as good. That's why they have to do a lot of aggressive rate cuts, things like that. Possible recession, that's what most people are fearing as well. So, I don't know. Make of that what you will. And speaking of Vladimir Zelensky, Donald Trump will also be meeting with him tomorrow. They'll be having a nice little chat because Donald Trump has, like, remember he was asked, would you want Ukraine to win this war? Well, Biden and Harris, of course, want Ukraine to win the war, right? Because they want to attack Russia and get rid of him or something. But that can obviously escalate to a full-scale conflict, to World War III, possibly. Donald Trump, on the other hand, says obviously that it would have never happened, right? Russia would have never invaded Ukraine. Hamas would have never attacked Israel because Iran was broke. That's what Donald Trump is saying. And when he was asked, would you want Ukraine to win the war? He says, well, I just want the war to stop, right? No winning, no losing, just stop. Because we already covered this before. Over 1 million casualties in that region of Russia-Ukraine war. It's just not good news, right? So it's probably better if they just stop, right? Would make things a lot better. And he also had not a rally, it was like a convention kind of thing that he was at a press conference, that's what they call it, in New York. He also mentioned that British Prime Minister Keir Starmer is on his way to Trump Tower to meet with Donald Trump. It seems like all the world leaders are ignoring Kamala Harris and Biden to meet with America's real president. That's what everybody's calling it. Like, they're expecting a Trump victory, possibly, right? Which would be ideal either way, so that's nice. Donald Trump has also called for Nancy Pelosi to be prosecuted for insider trading. He mentioned Nancy Pelosi did recently sell up to $1 million of her Visa stock, and well, the sale was made 2 months before the lawsuit was announced, not a day before like Trump says. Oh, okay. Well, Trump says the next day, the Department of Justice files a lawsuit against Visa, making the stock drop. He says, that's suspicious. She should be prosecuted for insider trading. But it was still a very notable sale, as Pelosi had not traded Visa stock for over a year before her sale in July. We obviously know that Nancy Pelosi is definitely an what do you even call it? An insider trader. Really? Okay, well, yeah. That's what she is, and yeah, something has to be done about it, right? They even tried passing a bill to ban congressmen and women from trading stocks, but ultimately, I guess nothing came out of that. I remember I did cover that a couple months ago, but it seems like nothing came out of it either way, so they're just going to keep insider trading, which is unfair for the rest of us, but at least there's people that do track our portfolio, and they do share it publicly here with us, because they are also required to disclose their trades, right? If you are a VIP, if you're a member of Congress or something like that, you have to disclose what trades you have done, right? And yeah, of course, Nancy is like the most profitable one, so she definitely knows something. Here's something that happened as soon as I ended my stream yesterday. New York City Mayor Eric Adams is getting indicted on federal charges. Apparently, Trump called this a year ago. So he's been indicted on federal criminal charges, marking the first time a sitting mayor in New York City's history faces such allegations. The indictment remains sealed, leaving the specific charges unclear for now. Well, we have more information on that because this was when it was breaking news at that moment. It follows nearly a year of federal investigations into Adams' administration involving high-ranking officials and his inner circle. Governor Kathy Hochul holds the power to remove Adams from office. Dangerous times for Mr. Adams. Apparently, FBI also raided his home. They say that he defrauded $10 million in New York City taxpayer funds, is what the indictment revealed, meaning that, he received illegal donations and bribes, etc. So he's getting indicted for that. Nothing else as of right now, except for this photo of him with P. Diddy. Yeah, we're going to talk a bit more about P. Diddy because there is a little bit more of updates, as disgusting as this guy is. P. Diddy apparently was found with 1,000 bottles of baby oil in his home when they were reviewing that, because he's getting charged for this kind of stuff, right? A lot of weird allegations that he's got. And his lawyer said, you know what? He got those 1,000 bottles of baby oil because he buys in bulk at Costco. He buys a lot of baby oil at Costco for whatever reason. He just buys in bulk. Costco called him out and said, you know what? We don't even sell baby oil. So that whole thing was a lie. Get fact checked in real time, am I right? And then 50 Cent also is on P. Diddy's case. He's trying to expose him. He's actually going to make a Netflix documentary on P. Diddy and everything that he's done. He's going to dive into the allegations of sex trafficking, racketeering, and abuse against Diddy. It's being directed by Alexandria Stapleton. I don't know who that is. The series would explore the decades-long accusations and the broader impact on the culture. 50 Cent says, this is a complex narrative spanning decades, stressing the importance of giving a voice to the victims while not letting individual actions overshadow hip-hop's contributions. Of course, 50 Cent, if you don't know, famous rapper, come on, how do you not know 50 Cent? But yeah, that's what's going on. I did also cover this a little bit yesterday, where Alex Jones was getting his InfoWars platform auctioned, removed, pretty much, taken from him. And of course, if it's up for an auction, it's the highest bidder gets the platform. And so Alex Jones supporters are now urging Elon Musk to buy InfoWars and then sell it back to Alex Jones. That would be pretty neat, right? And even Alex Jones came out and commented on this like, yeah, that would be the ultimate middle finger to the rotting globalist establishment, because that's what his focus is on, about the deep state, the globalists, etc. Here's some news about Mark Zuckerberg. I don't remember if I covered this yesterday, but yesterday there was a Meta conference, and Meta stock went up because of this. They revealed new augmented reality glasses, like actual glasses. It's pretty cool. I saw just some highlights, and you could like interact with real world stuff. You have like a wristband that can detect your hand gesture, right, to like select stuff. It's like a VR headset, except it's not a headset, it's just glasses. Although the glasses are super thick, it looks like, but I think it gets the job done, right? And things will only get better from there. So I'm interested to see what comes after. I'm obviously not going to spend all that money to buy one because I don't feel like I need it yet. It's kind of like the Apple Vision Pro, right? Super expensive, I would assume. I haven't checked the price of it, but I'm assuming it's super expensive. And the use cases for it are just very niche. Like, just use your phone, right? For half the stuff. Anyways, I got off topic there. Oh, he was also introducing like Meta AI improvements to his platforms. Like Instagram will be able to caption the reels and translate them if they're in a different language so that you can see what the caption says. Yeah, so those are the changes that he announced yesterday. Other than that, I'm not sure what else he talked about. But anyways, here's some other stuff that he's doing. He actually hired a Republican strategist who will aim to heal his relationship with the right-wing media and operatives. If you don't remember, he did came out previously and apologized because he confirmed, well, he admitted that Biden-Harris administration forced Mark Zuckerberg to censor a lot of stuff, especially during COVID times, in their favor, of course, right? And everything on his meta platforms like Instagram, etc., Facebook. Yeah, he censored a lot of stuff about COVID, so he came out and apologized about that, and he wants to make up for that. So that's what that basically explains what's happening here. Seems like he is, in my opinion, pro-Trump, because he also did call him in an interview. He called him a badass after the assassination attempt. He's also called Trump and spoken with him, etc. So it seems like they're kind of healing the relationship. He now identifies as a libertarian and is, hiring the Republican PR firm to help rehabilitate his image and repair his relationship with Trump, which I think is very good. Good for him. Anyways, yeah, of course, like the damage has already been done, but moving forward, it seems like they will make up for that, like I said. Here's a bit of Canada news. CTV, the news broadcasting system, I mentioned this yesterday. They were caught editing clips of Pierre Poilievre, the Conservative Party leader. Is like more on the right side stuff, right? They were caught manipulating clips. He called them out. People called him out, actually. They apologized, and Pierre said, you know what, nobody in the Conservative Party is allowed to go on CTV. Like, they're kind of like boycotting them, I guess. So their response is they fired two of the journalists over the Pierre Poilievre edit, who were suspected of editing it at least. And here's their statement. If you want to read all that, you can pause the video in 3, 2, 1. Next news. In British Columbia as well, the polls are pretty close for the Conservative Party and the New Democratic Party. That's kind of like taking over what the Liberal Party is. Liberal Party is the current party that we have. That's where Justin Trudeau's party. That's what Justin Trudeau's party is. And BC is apparently the most liberal province in Canada. And now that's flipping to the conservative side of things. Seems like people are fed up of this guy. So interesting stuff. It is. It's been 96 years since BC had a conservative premier. So yeah, but it's also the NDP party is very, very close. That's not something to look past, right? So still some possible danger going on there, if you know what I'm saying. But I still think, Conservative Party has the election in the bag for next year. Here's some news about Gary Gensler affirming that Bitcoin is not a security. That kind of gave a bit more of a pump to the price of Bitcoin today. Bitcoin, my predecessor and I have said, is not a security. You now have a way to buy into that through ETFs. Yeah, remember he did approve the ETFs for Bitcoin. He did approve it for Ethereum, right? This guy right here. But still, people are upset at the fact that he was always like trying to file lawsuits, against Ripple, for example, or against pretty much every other crypto, calling them securities, but ultimately ruling out that no, they're actually commodities and just impacting like the whole crypto market in general. So that's why we don't like this guy, and Trump's gonna fire him on day one, and Kamala will put this guy on the head of the treasury whatever spot, which would be worse. So she's not pro crypto, guys. Anyways, pump season is coming. 4 days left. This is the CEO of Binance, CZ, and he got jailed for money laundering and other crimes, financial crimes, stuff like that. But he got sentenced for 4 months or something like that, I remember. And now there's just 4 days left before, he will get released on September 29. Well, it was 4 days since yesterday, but, 4 days after that, we're having October. And October is supposed to be the most bullish month during this Bitcoin cycle. So that's what we're expecting. It's only 4 more days until October, as you can see right here. What happened in 2012 to 2013. This is what happened in October. immediately parabolic upwards. Same thing in 2016 cycle, 2020 cycle. This cycle is practically no different. We're going to see levels that we've never seen before, so get ready. Get loaded up. That's what I'm trying to do. And I think I still feel like I'm not loaded up enough. There's just a lot of like all of this is just good news. Read this. I'll read it for you. You don't have to read it. A face melting bull run is coming in the next 6 to 8 months, is the expected duration of this. Here's why. Gold prices are at an all-time high. I did cover that yesterday. And typically Bitcoin often lags behind gold by a few months, which is another thing that I also confirmed yesterday. On top of that, the Fed just cut rates by 50 BPS with plans for another 50 BPS, cut before the end of 2024. Whether that be 25 in November, December, or just like 50 in November and maybe another 25 in December. At least that's what we see from the what do we call this thing? The CME Fed Watch group that I have here. The probabilities of how much rate cut we're supposed to actually get. This percentage was higher yesterday, but it dropped today because we had some economic data. We're having more economic data coming out tomorrow about PCE inflation. Yeah, core PCE price index inflation. Of course, if this comes out less, it would strengthen the dollar, which would make things go down. But if this comes out weaker, if it weakens the dollar, of course, the data, then we would see prices continue to go a lot higher. So that's the expectation for now. But it's still kind of like neck and neck, right? 50-50 chance of either 50 basis point rate cut or 25 basis point. We do have, oh, well, I wasn't finished reading. Sorry. Anyways, that's the rate cuts. Also, China announcing multiple rate cuts. Countries all over the world are turning the money printer back on. Global liquidity is soaring. The dollar index is crashing. The dollar is getting weaker, right? Bitcoin is always against the dollar, right? Dollar gets weaker, Bitcoin rises. Dollar gets stronger, Bitcoin drops. That's how it works. Fresh money is also coming into the crypto market. If you don't, does it even state it here? It doesn't. So FTX will be refunding its creditors, right? People that got scammed from FTX. They'll be refunding everyone in stable coins, which is a great thing. What are you going to do with a stable coin? I mean, you can sell it and just have cash 1-to-1, sure. Or, you know, you already have a crypto coin. You're going to buy more crypto with it. More liquidity will be coming into the market. It will flow into Bitcoin. It will flow into the altcoins. It will be great for the market. Prices will go up. Countries like El Salvador and Bhutan are stacking Bitcoin. I didn't know Bhutan was stacking Bitcoin. Institutions like BlackRock are promoting Bitcoin. They are always buying Bitcoin as well. Do I have these ETF flows? I do. BlackRock, look, $184 million inflow yesterday, $98 million inflow the day before, $11 million before that. Of course, before this is approximately zero. One outflow day, $15 million, not too much. And Grayscale, they've been selling, but not as much, as you can tell. Only 20 million, 8 million, 40 million, nothing. Yesterday, no, this is today. 7 million. It's not too much, right? Not too much as they used to sell. Used to sell like hundreds of millions before. Now, you know, BlackRock is completely outpacing them, causing a net positive of almost $100 million per day as of the 24th of September, since we've seen the bull run. I mean, it's been like this pretty much since here as well. A little bit of an outflow day here, but that's because BlackRock didn't buy, and we had some selling from other ETFs as well, like Bitwise and ARK. But yeah, overall though, big inflows from the ETFs. They're coming back, so we shouldn't fear any more selling, hopefully. State pension funds are buying Bitcoin. Q4 is on the horizon. Quarter 4 is the most bullish month. October, November, December, the 3 most bullish months for crypto, especially during the cycle. US presidential elections are coming November 5th. Hopefully Trump wins, makes things a lot go a lot higher. We might see immediate 100,000 if Donald Trump wins, possibly. That's what analysts have said, not me. No one is bullish enough, right? There's just a lot of good news that will just pump the market a lot higher. Now the question is all of this already taken into Reflected on the price, the current price, I don't think so yet, because like I said, some of it takes time, like the rate cuts from China. Dollar index will continue crashing as things get stronger. There's another thing I do want to talk about, actually, the volatility index of the S&P 500, right? Standard and Poor's 500. Every 4 years, the volatility index, it measures, I guess, the volatility, right, of the S&P 500, especially when there's a major crash in the S&P 500, things drop. This would go up. It's like the inverse of what happens, except that it reaches a point of like around 10 to 12 or $13 where it doesn't go lower than that, which I find that interesting, and it's something that I do want to get into at least before the presidential elections. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So here we have the VIX volatility index. This, you see how the price went from, was it $15 till $65? This happened on August 5th when there was so much recession fear. You even see that reflected on the price of Bitcoin. If we go check what happened on August 5th for Bitcoin, Bitcoin was at its lowest point. That's not it. This one. This is the lowest point. Whoops, I didn't mean to move that. I should lock this in place. What am I doing? Lock in. All right. Yeah. So, this is August 5th when we reached the low of 48,895. Super scary times. When scary moments like that happen, this shoots up to the sky. Imagine now if you did buy this over here, like, because it's dormant at this level until something crazy happens, like the pandemic, like a war, like recession fear, like you can see right over here. So if you do load up here, sure, you will have your money sleeping for a couple of months. But the thing is that you don't know when something catastrophic is going to happen in the market. And when something does happen, this will shoot up. And what happened? And, you could sell over here, get a lot of money. Sure, you lost a lot of money on the regular stock market or crypto market, but hey, the price, look what the price is right there. You made profits from here. You can use that profit and buy this massive dip right over here. And boom, you'll be rich. Ideally, right? That's what we expect to happen, but that usually happens under periods of uncertainty is what they call it. So what's the next period of uncertainty that we're going to find? Well, we're uncertain about who's going to win in this election. Right now, of course, things are very, very tight. It's still pretty much neck and neck. Trump 49%, Harris 50%. Swing states are half and half, kind of. Well, kind of. Yeah. You get the point, right? There's going to be a bit of uncertainty before the election in general, and this is historically proven, by the way, right? Every 4 years, the volatility index spikes about 2 to 3 weeks before the election, right? So there's going to be October, like, hang on. November 5th is on a Tuesday, so like October 15, October 22, like around that time would be a great moment to enter the volatility index. The thing is, of course, S&P 500, if I look it up, I don't know, what is it, US 500? It's at an all-time high level right now. All-time high. Right? We have not seen this level ever. And when that's happening, volatility index is usually at its lowest points, right? One of its lower points. Like over here, we were all-time high until, we dropped. We had a crash. I'm looking at the weekly chart here, so it looks odd. But yeah, it's kind of at a good level still, I think. Like $15, but I would kind of like to wait a little bit more till like you drop around this kind of zone, which I don't, it might, right? If we remain at like all-time high levels, sure. Like there's no uncertainty, there's no fear. This will just gradually decrease, but you'll notice something as well, is that this never goes under like $10. It has gone under like once over here, like to $8. Okay, $8. Has it ever gone under $8? Never, right? So you could say like that's the absolute floor. This could reach $0. This can't reach $0, so you won't lose your money. Well, maybe it can't, right? Because anything is possible in the market. We've seen oil at negative prices before, but like going as far back as to 1990, like the lowest point ever was like $8. $8.56. Sure, that's not too bad. What I'm planning to do is maybe like put a trailing stop behind this. Let's say like $5 apart, right? If we do get a price increase, like a spike in the price, I don't know. Like, if this happens again, if we go to 65, okay, sure. Price reached that level, and my trailing stop is $5 behind that. So it's gonna look something... Okay, well... Something like this. I hate this magnet thing. 1 second. So something like this, right? Then it reaches that point, and then the price drops. I would have sold at $60. If I bought at, say, $14 or $15, let's say from here, I just made 294% return suddenly, right? Can make a lot of profit and then use that to buy more crypto, maybe. Depends on what happens, but historically, yes, that does... like, price usually does increase, even if it's not too much. Even if it goes until 20, I'm fine with that. Like, this is still a decent rate of return for a month, like 50%. Let me actually show previous years if I can find. 2020 election, November, January, October 20. You see where the price starts in October? Let's see, like over here. It does eventually go up. Where's my... I can't see my keyboard. How do I measure, bro? So annoying. I'm bad at this, by the way, so... Still not bad. Like, we end October right here. That's 64%. Not bad. Etc. Like, it goes like that. 2016... October right here. It goes up to here by the end of October, by end of November. After November, after the election, November 5th, things kind of drop down from there. You get the point, right? We might see some volatility before the election, and you can take advantage of that. Possibly. This person's still saying, you know, you could sell it either on the Friday or the next Monday, but beware of a false start now. Yeah, so... like, that's the issue with it. Like, you don't know where exactly the bottom is, and you do want to kind of try to time that as best as you can for the best rate of return. But by beginning of October, I would be more than willing to enter if things do continue at all-time high levels, like gold is, like the S&P 500. You know, things should continue their upward trajectory. The volatility index has no reason to spike and will keep dropping, and that's a good chance to enter, hopefully. That's what my plan is. And last but not least is a big hurricane in Florida. Anyways, we're dropping $15, whatever. What else do we have? I haven't looked at Ethereum. Ethereum is up 2.45% today at $2,627. We started a new downtrend for Ethereum, so kind of scary here. But in general, are we up? Kind of. Like, from this level, sure. I could probably use this as an indicator of, hey, if we do break down with this, I could put a stop, like, above this level. Or what if it goes up, though? Yeah, it's uncertain here. Because realistically, yeah, from here, sure, price can go up or down. And I know it sounds generic. Oh, yeah, price will go up or down. Well, yeah, duh. Where else is it supposed to go? But, like, honestly, from here, I genuinely don't know. Because, like, this is sort of a new possible downturn. We're making lower highs, lower lows. But in the macro scale, like, if we're looking at the 4-hour chart, we're making higher highs, higher lows, right? This might just be a correction in the uptrend. I would agree that the trend is still on the upside, so I would have to look for longs. But realistically, I mean, yeah, like, there's nothing holding back the market, right? At the moment, at least. So I would be comfortable entering long. Question is where. I would have to put like my stop below this level, and I don't feel comfortable with that because Ethereum would have... I'm expecting too much from Ethereum at this point. I have to wait for it to break to 2,700, and let's see where it would end up though. Like, say if I entered here, okay. My stop would have to be below this, right? Also, you know what? I was testing something. In the 15-minute chart, what if I use this? The 3 moving averages kind of thing. I could probably find better swings in this scenario, but I'd be prone to, like, corrections still. So here's a downswing, here's the upswing right there, right? So this would signify I would use this as my entry. I mean, my stop level. This time I'm not even going to calculate like how many ticks. I really don't care about that anymore. And this way I could expect less from the movement of Ethereum, but it would also have to break this and go upwards. And I could put this at 1 to 2 about there. And I won't have to worry about should we break the 2,700 level. Sure, but I will be taking a risk from here. Which level did I use? I used this one, right? Oh, we made lower swings. We're making lower highs, lower lows. 1 hour chart's still indicating bullish, right? Because of the super trend. Nothing is closed below that, so we did not flip bearish yet. But I'm still concerned about this downtrend that we're starting to form. Because we did not break past the 2,700 level. We tipped the 2,702, but we dipped a little below that. So our new high is 2,665. What time was this? 13 o'clock? Sure. You know what? I'm already long on Bitcoin. I'll do double. Let's just do it. I need a switch here. Stop loss. 2604.83. I kind of don't like the fact that it's that number. We do like 2599.97. Because who knows? Maybe we don't dip below that level. And I'm giving it space to breathe as well because there's a chance that we touch the uptrend, but we continue upwards, right? There's a chance that it doesn't break it. That's the idea. So I would probably have to move this a little further down. But I don't think that's going to happen immediately during this hour. At least I hope not. So yeah, I'm comfortable with entering there 2599.97. And then we're entering long. Yeah, so because we're generally still in an uptrend. Price is still positive. Watch tomorrow just be negative. Oh, margin. I have to put risking $100. Too much leverage. Drop that. Too much leverage still. Risk 105 or 97. I can't do 105, so let's do 97. There. Our trade has been entered successfully. Is this our entry? 26. Something is wrong with my mouse. Suddenly stops clicking. Okay, 262704. Let me write that. 62704. Nice. That's not what I meant to do. 262704. There. Stop level is this. I will multiply by 2. That's our profit level. Here's our profit amount. And I'll add it. So now we're expecting 2681. So seems a bit better. What we're expecting there. We make 190. Why 195? How much am I risking? 97. What's 97 times 2? This thing is lying to me, I swear. Oh, it is 194. Okay, well, I guess I cannot do math. I just close. Okay, yeah, we're good. Sure, we're starting off negative, but I'm still confident in what I've analyzed, that this should continue going to the upside. As a matter of fact, I don't even know why I didn't bring this up before. I have the analyst view. Let me check what Ethereum... Oh, wow, Ethereum is actually bearish. Ethereum may fall to 2,512 or 2,551. 2,512. Well, if it does, then that's what my stop loss is there for. Alternative scenario... Well, as long as their pivot point is 2684, which is exactly where my profit is, 2681, sure. If that does break through, then it should continue going higher. I doubt it would break through the 2700 mark, though, realistically. And why are these guys still bearish? They're saying the RSI is below 50, and they're also looking at a 30-minute chart, so it's different. Why would you use a 30-minute chart? Oh, we are also, like, swinging downwards. I probably should have waited till we made enough swing. But I don't know. Maybe this is an ideal price anyway. I probably should have waited, honestly. Because, here, this is what I'm thinking about. If price comes down like this, and then we make 3 upswings like that, kinda. From here, we can expect to go upwards, right? Can we agree on that? And, you know, price would be doing its own thing like right over here until it starts heading upwards. Once we see this confirmation, Well, I mean, maybe we're at the exact same line, but maybe I could have entered like over here or wherever the thing happens. My stop loss would be less, right? And my profit would also be less. My profit, where's my drawing tool? So my stop loss would be still up to this level, sure. But, you know, my profit would have to be twice this amount, which would bring me till here. I would feel more comfortable with my profit being there instead of having to be up there, probably demanding less. But I don't know if that's even going to happen, so let me undo everything. I don't know, like I said, maybe the swing happens at this exact moment where I entered and I just entered prematurely, or this could just immediately just go down because MACD is posited below signal line. MACD must penetrate its zero line to expect further downside. I don't have MACD enabled. MACD. I don't even use this that often. The histogram is already showing red over here. So yeah, we might actually continue to see a downswing. Okay. And RSI is another thing that these guys use. RSI MACD is what people typically use anyway. I don't even know if I should just have these included. I kind of don't want to. Can I change like the scale of this? It looks so bad. Percent. No, log. That looks better, kinda. Just so that it doesn't consume a lot of space. I just want to know generally where it's heading. Okay, so I could tell it's red. Makes sense. We're still swinging to the downside. And the RSI also looks horrible. I hate these colors. We don't touch those a lot. That can be white. Yeah, it can be white. Upper limit can be green. Lower limit, well, middle can stay gray. Lower limit is red. That's what I like to see. And this background, goofy. Let's make it like, yeah, there. Okay. Label, yes, that's fine. Okay, cool. Made the RSI look better. Yeah. It's also heading towards the downside. We don't have a confirmation of an upswing quite yet. It's basically off of swings that I'm trying to measure all this stuff by. Okay. How long have I been streaming? 47 minutes. Okay, it's... Well, I haven't finished analyzing, have I? Let's look at Solana. Let me go to the 1 hour chart, where I don't have a lot of noise going on. We broke this downtrend over here and started heading upwards. We also broke the fib of 151. We stopped at 158 for whatever reason. Do we have a resistance here? Not quite. Okay, well, new resistance. There you go. Or maybe just a small correction and we might continue upwards. That might also just be the case. We're halfway about reaching the 160 level, which would be our next resistance, true resistance from the Fibonacci level. This downtrend's broken. We don't need it. This uptrend, though, it's continuing very strong. Super trend kind of got broken over here, but it's continuing its up movement, which I can appreciate. I wouldn't enter here because I would have to put a stop too far down outside of the uptrend. I don't see any downtrends forming. Like, this is too little to be considered a downtrend. Sure, the swing is headed to the downside at the moment, but it's likely just a correction until we hit the 150 zone or this kind of area of the uptrend. We would bounce off and continue our upwards movement until we test the 160 zone. That's what I would analyze for Solana at the moment. Price is $154.51, up 4.35% today. Binance is 597, struggling with that 600 mark, up 2.20%. It has been, oh, it did reach a high of 616, making lower highs though. Kind of similar situation to Ethereum, except we have 3 taps, like right here, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't have my magnet enabled. Oh, I could use strong magnet now. I don't know if I should. I hate strong magnet, but it's helpful sometimes, except when it's not. Anyways, you see 1, 2, 3 times we have been rejected from that kind of zone. And Supertrend, okay, Supertrend is still bullish. Yeah. You kind of see like this perfect triangle forming, right? Like this is the center of the triangle, it ends here. Literally anything can happen from here. I would rather not risk it. So we'll stay out of Binance for now, because I don't have a clear indicator of where it should be going. Do I have anything on the analyst views? Let me see if we have that. Binance. Surely they have Binance, right? It's the top 4 coin. They actually don't have Binance. No, BNB. They actually don't analyze Binance. That's cringe. What did they have to say about Bitcoin? Bitcoin against the dollar from 8:05 p.m. Bitcoin may rise to $66,720. That's great. If it does, 66,570, 567, sorry, is where my profit is. They're expecting it to go upwards as long as the support is what? 64,130. 64,000. I have 500 over here. 64,500 as my stop loss. 130 is like down here, which is below the Fibonacci level. Fair enough. And 130 is right where this low point was reached over here. So that's what they're expecting as a support. As long as Bitcoin holds that, we will continue to see higher levels. It might even reach 67,480. That's probably a bit too much, but wouldn't surprise me regardless if we do continue that. We're currently retesting the 65,000 mark itself. Bit of rejection there, as well as the uptrend, which would be crucial in the next hour to maintain above the 65,000. It would also be optimal if we could close the day above 65,000 to confirm a real breakout from there. How strong it may be, I'm not sure. If tomorrow's still a good day, that'll be fine as well. It also depends on what we get from the inflation data that we're about to get Friday. Core PCE price index month over month. Cool. Yeah, so that's what we have to do. That's what we have to wait for. In general, we're still 1K above. These are dropping about $33. It's fine. The rest is still good. I have take profits and stop losses in the event that anything goes against me. Did I even look at Solana? What is the Solana analyst point of view saying? They're also expecting bullish. Daily and weekly charts are also bullish. Their pivot point. Let me go to Solana for you guys here. The support has to be $151. Right? That's where I have my fib level as well. But I feel like there's more like space that it has to cover in order to actually like keep that uptrend and not switch downwards. And they're looking for 160 for this to reach, or 163 and 10. So yeah, around this zone, this Fibonacci zone, which, you know what, I kind of agree with. And given that information, you could probably look for a trade like this. Not financial advice, but that's basically what they're telling you. But I don't like it, honestly. Sure, it's above the Fibonacci level, but man, I'm scared about the uptrend, right? Because it might correct until here, or maybe it doesn't. It would need a couple more hours, though. Like, what is this? Tomorrow, 7 p.m.? Yeah, anything can happen literally today or tomorrow. We're expecting volatility tomorrow as well. I don't know if it's going to be to the upside or downside. I mean, it's probably better if it is upside, right? Depends, would depend. So, okay, I'll leave that there for now. We're also getting a little red candle over here for now. So we'll leave Solana alone. We're only entered into Bitcoin and Ethereum. We'll see how those go. Ethereum, of course, less volatile. I'm expecting some more from it. Okay, well, that's all we have for today then. I'm actually going to end it this time. I always say like I'm about to end it, but I don't end the stream, and yeah, I'm ending the stream now. Okay, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe.